Hello gamers and welcome to today's YouTube video. We are going to be playing the 268v4, a tank that has gotten nerfed in the past but by no way, means or shape is now a bad tank whatsoever. Our first battle is going to be a battle here on Tundra, and Tundra, not really one of my favorite maps whatsoever, but it's a map that is still playable, especially with a tank like this. With 3 lights, I'm still deciding to go towards the hill. And the main strength of the V4 is still what it used to be. It's the armor in combination with pretty good alpha, 650 and 360 heat pen. And 360 heat pen is a very, very nice number. With those things in combination, you can still have very, very good games in this tank. And it can be very, very good tanks. So we see Vickers taking the hill here. We're gonna go for the shot, easy engine fire as well. He burns to death. That is 1100 damage relatively for free to start off with. We spot the FV, we gotta be careful for that. You don't want to peek between the rocks too often because, you know, peeking between the rocks is not always the best thing in the world whatsoever. So now that they're on reload, since our batch had crossed, we're gonna be going here and shooting towards the AMX. I'm going to be going for the cupola shot there, and it ricochets off, which is of course very, very sad nonetheless. The AMX M4 I find is one of those things that more often than not, maybe it's better that I shoot towards the third face because it just seems to do more. Go for the side plate there, don't pen either. The V4 gun can be pretty random, so missing out on 2. But this position kind of works for the V4 either way because my cupola is on the right side, like actually the right side. And because of that, I am able to peek relatively for free, and they will really struggle with my armor when I'm in this position. So I get a free shot against the M4, so we're pretty happy at this point. My teammates, however, are like really feeling today to cross very curiously, get stabbed by the FV. At least he makes it some sort of a hold down, I guess. I don't know why the 277 would cross like that. It's absolutely crazy to do that. When you cross through the back, you don't even have an angle with the FV to shoot him. So kind of donating is what it is. We go for the cupola, missing again. Like I said, I really prefer shooting third face on the AMX M4. If I get to pick, I'm almost always gonna go for the third face on that tank, simply because it's a large area. We do finally get a cupola shot though, 639 against the AMX, giving us 2.3k damage in this battle. Still plenty of HP left. The AMX retreating now. Means that we can play a little bit more aggressive. The FV peaks, he shoots. Nice, nice. 638 from a non-pen. Always very fun. You can see here the downside of the V4 gun depression. Can't really find angles on the AMX. Gonna be looking for the third phase and just trying not to donate him a shot on my cupola at the same time. Switching to HE in case the FV decides to peek, but I don't think he has any business with peeking right now. Switching back to heat. Looking for the MX-M4 third phase. Don't find it. Very annoying. You see lack of gun depression, but you know, you can't have everything on a tank. See the FV, shoot the FV, trade the FV. 640. We hit about the same on each other, minus the part that, you know, I had to aim and he had to shoot. Then those are the differences. And now I'm considering going back towards the 5 line, and from the 5 line I would be able to shoot them in the side, because that's a really good position still. But first, the Leo's running away. He's in the open. Let's pick him up. It's relatively safe to do so. Low shoot score, minus the Leo. And we see that the VZ55 has decided to push into the enemy team. The bad thing about this is very simple. Because of this, we are now locked in position. We cannot leave and go 5 line like we wanted to, because if we did, we would be ending up in a scenario where they just retake the hill. So we're now forced to play here, pick the E5. He's trying to shield, but we nail it anyway, so good shot. He seems to have a clue. I mean, he's trying to shield his cupola, so all in all, not too bad of a play by him, but I think we can maybe outtrade him, make another peek. This is a bit wide. That was a bit wide. That was stupid by me, because he shoots us in the cupola. We could peek that rock with only really showing a bit of our lower plate and not showing the cupola, so that's not a really great trade for me whatsoever. A bit disappointing in that regard, but I'm certain we will do better on the next one. Let's try and peek this again. So we see, we shoot, we score using that armor to our advantage. Literal 268v4 things right there. Peeking like a Chad and just shooting them. And it's really, really annoying. I think most of you can confirm in the comment section down below how it's still annoying to shoot at V4s. I struggle to shoot at V4s. I think everybody struggles to shoot at V4s simply because when they're moving backwards and forwards, wiggling left, right, that cupola is shaking like a stripper on a Good Friday, and it's just, you know, not very fun. Narrow miss there on the FV, sadly. Now, it's 10-8. The game is over. I should probably be pushing in here now. I'm a bit slow even, I think, on this. The E5 is in front of me. He's a bit sideways. So we're going to pick him up, finish him off. Now, EBR, I think I'm going to bypass him, to be honest. Why not? I think I'm just going to bypass him and simply just drive towards the FV and maybe tap him in the cheat. It's a really sad thing that the EBR knocked out our driver, though. Because, well, let's be real, having a driver would be very, very good at this scenario. But it doesn't happen to be. No driver, no recon, I think it is, that covers for teammate now. No pen on the FV either. We hit him for 419, not even picking him up, going low. Yeah, but all in all, still a really, really good game where we get pretty much 6k damage. So, pretty happy with that for battle number 1. So we can clearly see, good game, 6.2k damage. Right, happy with that one. All right, let's see what game number 2 is able to bring to us, and let's see what kind of battle we're going to be getting out of this. Now, it's a tier 9 battle on Ghost Town. My cupola's on the right though, but I am feeling a little bit of aggression in this, and see if we can make that 268 V4 armor be our slave. We're very careful though, in a way, because 60p is going to be annoying. The double 260 mainly is going to be the biggest threat, but I have this sneaky feeling that they are not going to be feeling like going into the city. I don't know why, but platoons of 260s, I could see them push one too. Just a feeling I've got. Like something's about to happen. But let's see. For this kind of play, you have to take two things into account. One, it's most likely you're going to die because some people overpush you and kill you. Second of all, if your team doesn't cover you, you also die. Know that the 60s are pushing straight. That is very unfortunate. I mean, is it unfortunate though? I guess I am the one that's overpeaking. You cannot track me. I have actually a good tank for this. For overpeaking, I mean. They went aggro in the city, which is crazy. Hitting me on the move. Nice, I got a 60p driving him ass. Very cool, he's still pushing me. What a fun person. People love him, I love him. I retracked the 50p. We're speaking like a special human. He's might be retracked by the artillery. See? Retrack the 50p again. 260 has come back with a vengeance, however, but we should be able to counteract that. This was a bit of a crazy play by me to peek out to kill the 260. At the end of the day, it worked out though, but it's not something I would recommend to do ever again. Can't really peek right now. Don't drop into the hole. Don't drop into the hole. Okay, we're fine. My 60p is just pushing in. He does not care. Try and finish that guy. I do finish that guy. You can see the heat pen coming into effect there though. Like the 360 heat. And most tanks really going to be struggling in that position with the tank to shoot at. He's going to try and shoot me because I shot his friend. He's angry. Oh. Oh, you have a fire extinguisher. How sad. But yeah, game number 2. Working out magnificently well with quick 4.4. Now the motion. Oh, so a tiger mouse. Sorry, not a motion. 5k out of this. Yeah, their 260 tried. Too bad they met a fierce 260 before that wasn't afraid of making some peaks against them, and as a result of that, you could see that they were in a little bit of trouble. I'm gonna go a little bit. There we go. 694 in this pooper. Very nice. 5.7. And yeah, this tank, if you know how to play a little bit aggressive, can still just be an absolute menace to deal with. It's still very annoying for most people to try and penetrate this tank simply because of its amount of armor, and especially if it's wiggling. If the 264 is wiggling in a way that shields his cupola a little bit, it becomes increasingly annoying to actually deal with this tank, in my opinion. That's why it's still picked a lot in Onslaught, for example. Well, also the ability helps that it has. But yeah, just a very, very good tank still, IMO. I think people just do the classic when something gets nerfed. They just assume that it's terrible and they stop playing it. I swear to God that is how it works in the World of Tanks player mind. It works in my mind as well, because I have really not played this tank since it got nerfed. Even though I don't think by all means it is bad whatsoever. Like, I still think it's pretty good. So, you know, I guess in that way, I'm just a classic World of Tanks player as well. When something is nerfed, I just move on from it and go do something else. I'm like, I don't want to play it anymore. It got nerfed. Must be terrible. Trying another shot there against the Uras there. Missing. Probably a mistake to not shoot the 704 between you and me. Missing out on a little bit of damage because of that. Like 500. I'm gonna kill him either way. Finish him off. And that's battle number 2 with 6.6. Quick aggression on Ghost Town. There was one bad peak, which was the kill on the 260. It was a little bit too much. That wasn't good. But overall, still a very, very good result. With us scoring top of the board with 6.6, 13 shots fired, 12 pens, and 12 penetration, we had a pretty good game overall in this Ghost Town. Now we get our final battle on Morvanka. And Morvanka, an interesting one. I could go 1-2 in this MM. However, I'm not entirely sure how good it would be because it's tier 8. You may run into nothing there, and if you run into nothing, it's not very good. Instead, I am tempted to plow through the forest area. They have an even 90, we have an even 90. I don't really want to mess with 1-2 too much. It's just, from this side, I don't know how good the engagement is going to be on that area for me. Especially with the fact that I need to peek corners, and I'm going to be peeking into crossfire. Especially if the Badger is defensive on the enemy team. I will be ending up in a scenario where they're likely to be able to peek me from angles, and I have to snap, turn, shoot, snap, turn, shoot, which is just not really that something works out too often or too well. We'll see though. Always could be different, but in this case I don't think so. So I'm going to be going towards the forest. I think this is just the best move for everybody involved right now. The EBR 90 gets absolutely shafted. He's down towards 300 HP already. He's going to be running away. And I don't know. There's another light peeking up there. And my even 90 should be spotting. He was spotting, but there's an Indian Panzer in an interesting position. I'm going to wait until D spots and then hope that the Selma respots this. Well, I try to peek the Pajero. There's an even 90 in front of me. And the only reason I can do this is because of my frontal armor. That's the only reason I'm able to get away with something like this, is because I just simply have so much frontal armor. It's really hard for him to deal with. I am very much spotted. The even 90 could be literally 2 meters away from me on this ridge, and I wouldn't know because it's an even 90. One of the tanks that I actually think needs a rework, in my opinion, because of how dumb it is. I know it's a premium tank, but it's just really bad for other light tanks that even 90 exist. And I understand a lot of people find it fun. Of course it's fun because it's an amazing spotter. I mean, I'm a little bit careful with the way I peek. That is an interesting pen. He actually hits that in this little Swedish TD. Italian TD, sorry. And right now I'm trying to be a little bit careful. My even 90, if he could push up, if he could go there, he would actually be a lot better. He's like not spotting anything from there. That tree, much better, my man. Much, much better. And maybe I can peek as a unspotted friend. No, I mean, these trades are not ideal, but like at the same time though, I am doing 650 every time. I think the even 90 is literally up here. No, he cannot be up there. I don't entirely know where he is, but I'll spot it every time I peek, so. Thankfully, my frontal armor holding up a little bit, and my even 90 has decided that he does want to move. Well done. Thank you, sir. He got outspotted, though. Oof. Big swing and a miss. Could have been better, could have been worse. So I'm assuming that their even 90 is... the Badger is here as well. I'm assuming their even 90 is somewhere in front of us. Maybe the little bush there. That wouldn't spot me peeking, though. I'm just thinking, because Badger is there. So he could be here as well, like on this row. It would spot this. The E50 got owned as well. Like this, I'm not getting spotted. Okay, now I'm spotted, I guess. If we have somebody pressuring the force, that could be great. Even 90 had to play around this area and then push down. I don't really know what he was doing for this battle. Maybe the Salma makes a good play here. Probably not. Salma stats. Let off a shot, we don't hit. They seem to be getting outspotted every time we try to make a peek now. Try to give a shot there, not working out. We're gonna be here for a while, boys. That is what I'm thinking. We're gonna be here until they actually come across from 1-2 line, because they're winning 1-2 line. We could use our EBR 90. To be honest, we really use him. No? Sure. You don't want to? Please? Okay. Well. We tried to convince him to be better, but he didn't want to, so it is what it is. Gonna go spot 1-2 line instead. MCS is coming fully speed though. Seems like the 60p is owning them on 1-2 line. Rough game. Rough game for... it's gonna be a stalemate until our light or somebody is able to clear a little bit further on the 9 line. But it does not seem like my EBR 90 wants to get involved into this battle whatsoever. EBR, we could really use you here. I don't think he wants to do anything though. So there is that, but worth the try. I mean, he's currently sniping from C1, so that's not that great either. I could... No. Can I? No, I cannot do that. Let's attempt to pressure this, but I can't do that. The projector should still be hiding there, though. The Centurion is not dying for this. That's very interesting. Okay, now he died, but that took a while, though. I'm not spotted. My projector's making some peaks. The AX is still there. That's great. Another bad peak by me, getting shot by the AX. I thought that guy would have left by now, but no such thing. He doesn't want to leave. I mean, like I said, we have to wait for them to clear 1-2 and then come back in and then just do the last of our damage. We made some really bad trades this battle. Nonetheless, the Badger could be pushing up on this part of the map though, and I wouldn't really see it. That is something to keep into mind as well. So the even 90 left, I think. I think he was on this side, but then he left. I'm not getting spotted for that peak. I should be for that one. No, I'm not. I got some assist out of this as well. Maybe I can even spot the AX. Not the greatest position for me though, because I can't shoot from here. I do happen to spot the X, but the X could have been running. It is okay. We knew he was going to blind that. So I didn't respot him. And I can't respot him behind the grass. Okay. Interesting. And DBR is coming. Huge. Maybe he's going to send it down 0 line. That would be cool. Yo! He's already spotted out, apparently. But he's committed. He's committed. Aim, aim, aim. Shoot, score. Luckily enough for us, they were shooting at the Badger. But who outspotted us now? Was it the AX? I guess it was the AX. We could do something. Hope they don't hit my cupola now and we get these. But this was a move to make if I had more HP, to be honest. It wasn't a move to make on this hit points level. Put it that way. I'm spotted again. It's crazy. I don't actually know even who spotted me this time. It's gonna be really hard to get the last shot in here that I want to get in. S1, no? Where would the S1 be? Oh, he's on the back of the map. I'm not in position to shoot out. Badly. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. It was a hard game in the forest. Not the greatest of battles, but overall still a good session. I traded away too much of my HP badly. And you could see what kind of a result this had on my overall game. Being forced to be really passive in the end, where otherwise I would just push the 0 line and be able to just shoot them from the side or from the front and force overpeaks onto me. But that was pretty bad by me in terms of HP management. We do happen to win. 3rd on damage. Overall, 5.6. So still pretty happy with that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the 268v4. Thank you so much for subscribing. We are ever getting closer to 50k. So if you want to help us out towards that first journey, please do hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it tremendously. I will see you guys all on the very next one. Thank you for chilling. Have a good one. And ciao, ciao. Peace.